Hello to the amazing YouTube people, the Neomer here with another StarSector video. So yeah, let's continue our playthrough here, and well, this time, let me first make a save copy just in case we crash or anything like that. And well, this time I decided we're gonna go for a deep space expedition. So we picked up a bunch of missions from Sebastian, and well, there's a mission here. It says go to Cordova in the Arcasa system. And we need to go to the barren world and retrieve the data from a laboratory found in the ruins there. So they're doing some research. I have to go and recover some important data because I think the last expedition, well, met untimely end. So, well, that doesn't sound good from one side, and from the other, it just might be some action we are looking for. I'm gonna turn on the missions as well. So there is a mission here. Hegemony authorities in Jangala have posted a reward for running a custom sensor package on a domain era probe. It's gonna be 80,000 reward for it, and we're gonna have 120 days to complete. So they can withdraw this mission at any time, so you cannot really like delay and plan and wait and bid your time. So these opportunities come and go, so you should grab them when one of them shows up that you like. So this one, we have 120 days to complete. It's gonna take us 40 days to get there. So 40 days to get there, plus some preparation, plus the time to actually find the domain era probe. Well, as long as we don't wait too long, we should be able to get there in time. So I'm gonna be accepting this one. Okay, it will commit us to completing it. If we fail it, we will get a reputation penalty from the hegemony. They were like, what the heck, dude? You told you will help us. We saved the job for you. Nobody else was given the information about that system, but you failed us. And now we have some big issues here. It's like we are as angry as you destroyed one of our fleets. Well, not really, but yeah. Anyhow, so let's say if we want to go there, we can turn on our fuel range somehow. Let me see. Okay, remnant, blah blah blah, military, warning beacons, accepted bounties, exploration. How do we turn on the fuel range? I don't remember. Sector. There should be a toggle somewhere. Okay, there we go. That's our fuel range. So if we went there right now, so this circle is for a two-way trip. So anywhere inside this circle here we can go and return to where we are. And then this outer circle is for a one-way trip. So basically we would use all our fuel to get there. Obviously, we can't really count we're gonna find any fuel there, and it's a little bit tricky if you run out of fuel. So let's not do that, right? So I will also, are we even full in fuel? We kind of are. So I want to get some more fuel capacity before we go. So we are at the Pontus. Okay, that's good. Galactic Academy. We will go to the YMA system. Figure out our fleet there. I guess we could also like get a ship. So I'm gonna go to Aslan, check the systems for a tanker, this one and this one. I guess we could have checked Galactia as well since we are already here. You know what, scratch that, let's check Galactia for a tanker. So ideally I would take another one of these, maybe even a bigger one. I don't know how much they cost, but we are rich, so it shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, I will teach you how to prepare for an expedition. Well, basically it's pretty simple. Buy as many fuel ships as you can, load them up with fuel, and well, choose your fleet and off you go. Anyhow, let's try and find ourselves another tanker then. Okay, let's go to Ankira here. Well, I don't actually remember. Do we have any contraband on? I don't think so. Anyone wants to scan us? Let's see. Well, we got an officer available for hire here. It's independent. What can you do? Not huge fan of polarized armor. Okay, woman, what do you want? Oh, you want an operator extracted. Well, that's not gonna fly for me anyhow. Let's see. So on the open market, oh, look at that. We are kind of in luck here. There are two Phaetons available. They are speed 8 though. Any tugs maybe? Tug, no tugs. Still did not try this ship out. I should at some point. Okay, let's see. Do you sell anything on black market? Let's get some supplies. Let's get some fuel. I could get some drugs, but not right now. We have different plans. Okay, you are probably a little bit... No, you're not really mad yet. Okay. Do you want to buy something? I have some things which might be useful for you, no? Okay. How are we with Marines? We have a lot of Marines. So before we go there, we should unload some at the Epiphany or something. We can do that, no problem. Okay, let me go to the... let me actually see my people. Anyone needs leveling up or anything? Melganor can level up. So Melganor's one day gonna be flying our best carriers. So we're gonna be leveling it up in that direction. Okay, let's see. System expertise. Oh, that's kind of good. Missile specialization, that might come in handy. Ballistic mastery, not really. This one, not really. This one could be cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the systems expertise. Like, I believe all the carriers have some kind of useful system that improve their fighters and such. So yeah, if they have charges, it's gonna like either give us more charge or generation rate, so they can use it more often. That's gonna be pretty good. We're gonna go with systems expertise here. There we go, Melganor. One step closer to being an elite carrier fighter. Are you still here, by the way, Melganor, watching our videos? Let us know, how do you like your build so far. As for the ship right now, I'm putting you inside the... Well, I did get another... Well, I did get Heron, so this one you will be flying. I just need to find some good fighters for it. In the meantime, you're flying the Dover, which is pretty good. Some very good anti-shield capabilities. But anyhow, and then we have all my other officers, Niovi and Leva here as well. And then we have Apollo Oberon. This one is waiting for somebody to take its portrait. So if you're watching this and wants to be one of our officers, let me know. So Apollo Oberon will probably be flying... Energy weapons deal more damage at close range. Some very, very aggressive destroyer or a frigate. We'll see. Anyhow, let's go back to the mission here. So we need to buy a couple of Phaetons. Not sure if I need one or two, but they're not so expensive. So I'll go with 2 here. Well, that really increased my fuel. Let's go with 2 just in case. Okay, then let me see. I'm gonna need to fit them. So we have this one with augmented field drive and efficiency overhaul. I could give it extra fuel, but since we have 3 of them now, so this will be the T and U. More fuel needed. T and U. Bunch of fuel. There we go. And we're gonna just call it efficient tanker, and I'm gonna put 10 here to know how fast it goes. So we're gonna be outfitting, fitting here, press there, there we go. Now I can easily fit the other 2 to match it. There we go. So this will probably die if our fleet gets destroyed. They'll be pretty defenseless. But if I get into position where these have to fight, I'm pretty much doomed anyway. We'll have to restart. But it's not gonna be painful to restart with all that cash though, so yeah. Anyhow, now we'll have to fill up our fuel tanks. We could go to like somewhere where the fuel is a little bit cheaper, but let's buy all of that. Good. So next station, it's gonna be the Hegemony Fuel Yards, I guess. That makes the most sense to me anyway. That's at Naraka. And then I'm gonna go to YMA and figure out how I'm gonna equip my fleet before we go, which ships I take, which ships I leave. Let me check my fleet. So we are almost at the fleet limit. Not quite yet though. And well, I'm flying at 18 speed. That's okay, I guess. So I still did not feed these, I guess. So I should do that when I get the chance. And I'm like, yep, let's go into the universe. Nope. Let's turn back. So this place is like the... Oh, hello there. Not gonna fight with those. This place is like the fuel production facility, I believe. Not Chiqueta, is it? So the cheapest fuel should be here. Okay, we have very big monthly expenses, but with like these monthly expenses would take us like, I don't know, 30 months. So in 10 months, that's 100,000, right? Yeah, we can play for like 20 times as long before we run out of our cash. That's nothing, 10k. Okay, hello there, not Chiqueta. Do you have some cheap fuel for me? 21, well, that's okay, I guess. Well, more importantly, they have a lot of fuel, so... Are you a little bit busy? Well, not a lot, that's good. So, do you need something? Do you need, like, anything here? Not really, okay. This place is not a good trading hub. It's like you come here for fuel and that's it, I guess. But let's see what kind of ships they have for sale. Oh, they have a Prometheus. This thing has a maximum burn of 6, so I don't want to carry it just yet. So even with the augmented field drives, it will go at 8. So that's 9. So we would be limited to 18. Not huge fan of that. But once we get a tug or two, this will be our go-to choice for later. Let's see then. I should start looking for tugs as well. Tugs are like ships which stabilize your drives, giving all your ships plus to maximum burn, so you can stop running the augmented systems and such. Okay, let's see, anyone needs some job. You want me to smuggle? No, thank you. Okay, you're selling a ship. 20,000 is a lot for a hammerhead. I don't have much use for this one anymore. Although, that being said, this is a pretty good ballistic base ship, and we do have a ballistic officer, but it's just too small. Like, I want either big ships or fast ships, and this one is just something in between, so I'm gonna decline for now. Okay, any officers here? No. Okay, let's continue our journey. Oh, look at that, system bounty westerners. I would love to take that, but right now... Okay, you can scan me, dude. Like, I did nothing wrong. Yeah, I bought some cheap fuel, but, you know, like, you are having insane tariffs, so... Hopefully you can look through the fingers this time. Okay, let's move on. Let me just check. I am actually recording this. I am. That would be a bit awkward. Didn't happen yet. Not that you would know. Okay, that's Tia. That's not very interesting to me. So here we are. We're gonna go to the Chupi Orko. That's our base for now. So if you store your stuff at the enemy's station, at the faction stations, you have to pay them for storage, and here we have free storage, and as far as I know, this storage is perfectly safe, and well, we'll see how safe it will be if it all disappears, but then we're gonna learn a valuable lesson. But I don't know, I think it would be a big outcry if this gets removed, so there are 3 of these inside the starting system. Okay, now we're gonna go for our fitting here. So this thing, let's see, what's your speed? So this is a bit awkward, right? This thing has a maximum burn of 10 now. So that's after putting the augmented drive field on. So that will really limit its capability, which I'm not a huge fan of, but yeah. So let's see, 2 available, 2 available. Okay, what do you have in terms of turrets? You have a medium universal turret, everything else seems pretty small. So, ideally, I would put 2 of these longbow kinetic bombers in. Well, 3, but I don't have them. Okay, I'm gonna replace these, I guess, with piranhas. So these are low tech, not as good for sure. But I want to put my best bombers inside my Heron here, because this is what Melganor is gonna be flying. So if I put 2 longbow kinetic bombers in, What would be a good thing to like complement that? Well, these have like a lot of different interesting things. Thunder heavy interceptors. Okay, let's put some of those inside. That's a little bit of a weird mix, but how fast are they? 450. How about these claw fighters? Well, actually, these are pretty fast. 450, 200. Okay, that should be good. So we got some bombers and some fighters to protect them. Then I want to put some nice turrets on. I'll probably go with like high range setup here. So something that's gonna be attacking things from high range. Let me just put max capacitors here. That goes for sure. That doesn't leave us a lot of room to work with actually, with this being so expensive. So that's why we need some tugs so we can drop the augmented drive field here. So, what's your let's see, what's your shield arc? 180. Okay, I would probably be wise to put some so we got long range point defense lasers. They do 50 damage per second. How about just point defense laser 75? Let's just put some point defenses. There we go. Well, I got 4 left. So that basically means it's gonna have no defenses of its own, well, or attacks. So I have to drop that in order for it to be very useful. So these are really expensive, so that's why it turned out that way. But that's fine. Like I'll have shields like that, and then I have these point defenses to take anything down. Like these fighters will do most of the work. So this is gonna be TNU, Melga, Norse. Bomber carrier. Melganor's flagship. Okay, so this will be preferred Melganor's ship to be flown. Yeah, these are pretty heavy on ordnance. So if you like compare the others, like these only 2, these only 8, and these are 12, and then 10. Okay, so it will gonna have a lot of flux capacity, not much dissipation, but it doesn't need dissipation because it doesn't really have any weapons. So that's enough to keep the shields up the whole time and then shoot some PD lasers, and hopefully this just wreck face. Okay. Now let's see. So this thing here, some bombers. Let's see what we can do here. So we got another heavy interceptor here. We could go like bomber and interceptor for this one. Extended shields, to what do they extend to? Let's see. 360. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. Okay. So this is TNU Melganor's the shielder. Right. Okay, so we got 2 of those, so I guess we can put another one in. I don't know what's waiting for me out there in the space, but if I get a nice opportunity to fight something tough, I would like to be ready for it. So this will be at the shielder. So let's save the template here and say if we can auto-fit it, what it's gonna put on. Some piranhas and some claw fighters. Okay, that's fine by me. Okay. Okay. TNU the shielder. And since the Melganor has another carrier now, this will just be TNU the shielder as well. There we go. Got 2 the shielders. Why the shielders? It has a lot of sabots on. This thing go through shields like crazy. Okay, there we go. Gonna put this thing next to them. Nice. Like that. Okay, what else needs to be refit? What's our speed right now? It's still 8, so something's slow in this fleet. It's not that one. Not that one. This one has 9, that's fine. That's 10, that's fine. You 10, 9, that's fine. So 9 or 10 are fine. So we still have something that goes at 8. It's not this one. How about these? No, these are 9, so that's good. So what's slow? Who is slowing us down? We have some ship slowing us down. Not sure which one. Is this the mine? No, this one has 11. 11? That's kind of insane. Oh, maybe this wolf here. Nope. 10. 9. 9. So it's not these. Maybe one of these small dudes. 9. 9 if they have this stabilized thing. Nope. 9. 9. It's like 9, 9, 9. Not that one. Not that one. I have no idea which ship is slowing us down right now. Let me leave. 8 burn level of slowest ships, +1 sustained burn, +1 navigation. I have no idea. Like, am I just blind here? 11. So I'm looking at the maximum burn until logistical data in the middle row, trying to find which ship has not enough burn. This one is 10. Usually the big ships are the culprits, but since I did not see one. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. Oh, there you go. Wait, what? What happened? Why are you trolling me, dude? Okay, this one just refuses to get the proper... Okay, that's a weird bug. I guess I'll just do it manually then. That's so weird. Okay, so augmented... Usually that works like a charm. Oh, we need to dock. Okay. Alright, alright. That's why, by the way. I don't have the necessary facilities to do it here. So we're gonna have to dock with something. Let's go to Salamanca here real fast. Okay, refit. There we go. So that's the disadvantage of having that small base of your own. You can't refit everything you want, but that's why Salamanca is close by, so just fly there and do it. Okay, so now we have 9 burn level, +1 brings us to the maximum of 10, times 2 it's maximum of 20, while we are doing a sustained burn, so that's good. We have a lot of ships here. I don't think I'm gonna take anything else here. And I don't think I want to leave anything either. So these will make like salvaging better and surveying better. These are for the fuel. We have some big fighty ships, which will help us to actually survive the encounters. So that's actually also gonna be pretty good. And there we go. What else? That's gonna be fine. Okay, good. Now then, let's see. If all the ships have all the weapons I want them to have. So these are now running pulse lasers, right? Yep, that's good. These are not too important, but seems like they're alright. This one has a bunch of really nice really nice bombers. Good. Then this one, well, I'm happy with this one. This is Levas Hellfire, bunch of missiles running down. Efficiency, additional berthing, that's good. Augmented drive field, expanded cargo holds, I like that. I could switch them to efficiency actually, but I'm not gonna do it now. Or will I? Yeah, let's switch this to efficiency. Let me just see. my range. It's gonna be a little bit more pricey if I don't switch them to efficiency, but it's not like I really want to switch things all around. Okay, well, we can almost reach it and get back, but we will get like, we will refuel somewhere here, so it's not gonna be that trip, it's gonna be like this trip, right? So it should be okay. It should be okay. Okay, we are pretty much ready to go for our expedition here. So we got 2 missions. Before we go there though, I'll go to Epiphany, I think. Let's see where the so we're gonna go to Chalcedon, sell a bunch of marines because we have way too many right now. We wanted to sell them. What else do we have? We have fuel, we need that. We can like get rid of some of the crew, I guess. We have a lot of heavy machinery, that's okay. Supplies, we're gonna need supplies for various things, for like doing surveying and stuff if we want to do that. We will also find some supplies and fuel there, but I'm not counting on that way too much. Anyhow, let's go for Chalcedon then and sell the marines so they stop draining my money, especially since I don't have the plans. Let me just see, how long is this? Okay, so this will be a lengthy episode. So it took us like almost half an hour to prepare for the expedition, but yeah. Okay, so we're going through these. So the bigger fleet you are, the more these slow you down. So there are reasons to like, time-wise, if you just want to do some quick questing, it's probably better to like reduce the size of your fleet, but I'm really slow. Okay, I have that thing off still. Okay, never mind. Okay, we got Chalcedon here, so let's go here. Oh, Chalcedon. Okay, is this where the Beholder Station is? Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna use every opportunity I get to go and give my regard to the gods. There we go. This is the cheapest way to raise the relationship with the Ludic Church. I would like to be on friendly terms with all the factions. So Ludic Church and Ludic Path are really close tied together, but attacking one or the other will not reduce your reputation with the other one. Okay, now we're gonna land on top of Chalcedon here, and I'm gonna turn my license plates off because these don't really care. What do you want? You want to bring the spaceport offline? No, thank you. What about you? No. Okay, let's trade. So they are paying a lot for marines. So let's see. I can certainly sell like 200. And then after that, let's see. Let's say we don't go below 200 anymore. Unless we lose some in fight, right? So that's like half of the marines sold. So that's gonna be like... let me see, what did we pay for them last... So that's gonna be 3k per month. We do anything or not, which is gonna be good. Okay, you also buy supplies for quite a lot, but I need supplies. Your fuel is pretty expensive, but I'm gonna need a lot, so I'm gonna buy some anyway. Not sure where we can fill up on fuel though. I would like to do that. Also, ooh, look at that, 700 for that. Too bad we don't have any. Okay, let's move even closer to our destination. So then we're gonna have, oh, these are not good. Oh, actually they are okay. Okay, we're not gonna go to Tile and Antilia, and we're gonna buy the rest of the fuel, and then we're gonna head off into the great unknown. Should be a fun trip. Tile, is that it? Yeah, it is. Cool. Hello there. I came to bargain. So Madeira. Is this actual what do you call it? Flag planet headquarters? Something like that? No, it has to be Kazaron, right? Well, I'm never 100% sure. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, it's a fuel production facility, really? Well, that's good. Yep, they produce fuel here. Cool. It's almost as if I had known, so I can fill up my tanks here. Thank you very much. Fuel prices these days going up ever so steadily. Minimal. Okay, let me get some supplies as well. Are you mad at me? A little bit. Okay, let's recheck the fuel range, but I'm pretty sure we should be fine now. Yeah, we are way inside the big circle, so as long as we go straight in, we should be fine. And then on the way back, if we have some excess fuel, we might visit some of the systems. So okay, let's see, what else do you have here? Okay, we got a freelance administrator. What do you want? I want me. So everyone wants the captain's Starworks destroyed. So that's a pirate. No, not destroyed. Bombarded. That's a pirate station, I believe. Well, pirate base, not station. Stations you can destroy, bases you can't. What's that? Dagger. Okay. Okay, I should be ready to head out. Hopefully I did not forget anything important. I think fuel is the most important, so everything else should be fine, I believe. And I will go through the jump gates because I believe this, let's see, consumes 44 fuel. Yeah. Okay, dude, you can scan us, no problem. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna save a little bit of fuel here by manually going to the jump point. Monthly expenses 12k. Okay, well, our journey begins. So this will be the furthest away we went in this playthrough. So we're going to Ukasa system to do 2 missions. One for the... Let's see how much time we actually have. We have 80 days left. So, yeah. 27 days together, and then our priority will be to find the domain era probe to make the hegemony happy and get 80,000 back. That should hopefully pay for at least a good part of the supplies and fuel we're gonna lose for the journey there. So things slowing us down will not increase the fuel consumption. It will, however, increase the supply usage. Also, every time we get in this storm, that speeds us up into like random direction, well, more or less. So there's a distress call in this system here, so somebody wants our help. It could be a pirate ambush though. Well, I think it would be a fun thing to like go inside here and check it out. This is a very dangerous thing to do though. Well, we are way in the circle steer, so okay then. Let's see who sent the distress call. I don't see anything here. Is anyone here? No. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time. Oh, we did pay the fuel to go outside at the jump gates anyway, so that plan doesn't work. So yeah, well, we have enough. Okay, this will be a bit tricky. Let's try to steer. Okay, so now these are like slipways. Did not use them yet, but this one is going to the right, so that's not gonna help. But maybe we can use it to come back into the civilization faster. Let's follow it here though. Let's see where it ends. This is a bit tricky though. If we get pushed into it, I'm not gonna be happy. Have to get out. Okay, now we have another one here. Oof, how do we push through that? That's a bit bad. Okay. Okay, then we have another one here. So these change over time. As the time goes, they will gonna change direction, so you can plan your trips accordingly. But for now, at least, that's not gonna be super useful for us. And once I learn a little bit about these hyperstorms, especially if I build a base somewhere, I'm gonna learn what's the best path between like the civilization and my planet. But like for these kind of expeditions I'm doing right now, it's probably not worth trying to learn the best voyage path. Anyhow, we have plenty of fuel left over, so that's fine. It's gonna be really pricey supplies wise. We spent like around 100,000 supplies worth here for this expedition. And let's see. Yeah, we struggled a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna enter this system and search for the domain era probe first. That's gonna be our priority here. And hopefully we find some nice goods to recover the cost of our trips here. Okay, so this is the first planet. Okay, we have domain era probe. We found it right away. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna go and scan it. So these are like the remains of the domain era automated ships which went out and explored and well, mapped the universe and the systems. Anyhow, let's interact with it. We're gonna run the sensor package and we gained our money here. Pretty simple. You come here and scan it and they're like, yay, good for you. So if you wanted to earn money doing this, we would just take a small tanker and a couple of Tempests, I guess, but we have some other business here, so I took my whole fleet. So not the best way to do it efficiently, but okay. We can also interact with the probe. So we learned about the ultra rich rare ore deposit location. So sometimes these probes will tell you about some really nice planets. Okay, and now we are very efficient in salvaging, so we're gonna get a lot of stuff here. 31 supplies, that's really good. That's like 3k. Oh, by the way, when I said 100k, I meant 10k, not 100. Okay, let me survey this planet. So let's see, we need 30 supplies to survey it. Well, it is a little bit pricey, probably not worth it, but I have a lot of supplies, so I'll do it anyway. Okay, a little bit ore, nothing super fancy. Okay, you can establish colony on whatever planet you really want, but probably not worth it to do it like somewhere very far away from civilization on a sucky planet. The factions will send fleets against you. Well, not factions, they will like send on fleets which are not authorized by their governments, but you will still lose a little bit of reputation if you destroy them, but it will not be considered an act of war. So you can freely destroy the fleets that come to your planets. And why do they come to your planets? Well, because by making a colony, usually you will produce a lot of supplies and you will fulfill one of the... So the planets will make you some passive income by selling supplies they produce on in-games market. And well, those who produce the same goods will not be happy for you to taking the market share. So they will be like going out and well, try to shut things down. So you know this mission sometimes you get to shut down some warehouse or something like that. Well, that's basically what they want to do to you. You'll have some basic fleets protecting your planets, but usually it's good to come back and protect it. Doesn't happen too often though, so it's manageable. Anyhow, well, this is a lot of supplies, but yeah, I want to scan all the planets just for the feel good reasons. Let me just see something. Consider other factors. Okay, no other factors. Okay. So planets can get bonuses from various monolith structures in the space. So sometimes. Okay, how much to survey this one? 40. Oh, ultra rich class 4 survey data. How much do we get for that? Class 4, only 10k. Well, that's like 100 supplies, right? Yeah, so that's actually was worthwhile. As long as we have enough supplies to actually get back. Also, let me see something here. I'm gonna go close to this star and I'm gonna send out a active sensor burst. Sometimes in the orbit of the star can be something interesting, like a laboratory or research station or something like that. So this is where the Sebastian sent us. Sometimes these missions Sebastian sends us to can have well, tricky encounters. This is the first one though, so it should be fine. Okay, we're gonna send a team down to find the laboratory and scan the data. Okay, send down a small salvage team. They come across the laboratory. There is no difficulties, so everything's fine here. Okay, we found some volatiles, moderate ore deposits. We found widespread ruins. So these widespread ruins, you can search for things. So Okay, I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna explore these ruins. So these ruins will usually give us some interesting things, blueprints and such. So this is the main reason why you would go outside to find a blueprints. Well, no blueprints this time. I think they nerfed them quite a bit. So blueprints would allow you to learn how to make different weapons. So once you make the colony, you'll be able to produce it. Just making the colony is not enough to be able to produce various weapons and ships. You actually have to learn how to make them. And well, you do that by finding blueprints. You can also learn about blueprint locations from various pirates and such. Anyhow, that's gonna be the last one here. Okay, we are done mapping this system out, I believe. Let me go to this intel here. Let's see. 6 full survey data for this system. And well, there's a smaller system right next to it. We can go to that one as well. We can also visit the jump gates real fast just to see if there's anything there of interest. But yeah, prepare to lose money when going so far out. But yeah, it's this is how you learn. This is how you unfold the game's story and learn. And then we can take the shortcut back, I guess. Okay, well, it seems like this system has quite a few planets as well. So yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got the gas giant. That's gonna cost me left leg and an arm to survey, but I feel rich enough to do it. 140. You know what? Let's see. So this planet has a hard hazard rating of 300. I'm just gonna leave it be. Oh, also we did a really stupid mistake, I just realized. So we entered a pulsar. That's a neutron star. You see this beam of light? Well, that thing is really bad for your supplies if you enter it. So I was lucky that when I entered the system, I did not go right into it. So that was good. Look at it, all sparkly and such. Let me do that. Oh, there's something at the jump gate, so we're gonna be heading there. Well, I'm watching my supplies slowly and steadily ticking down. It's not the most comfortable thing, but yeah, I really don't want to fly through that. I rather wait. So this thing pulses like these beams of light. This is a star that lived, died in the nova, and now lives again as an extraordinarily small hot dense mass whose volume is maintained by the strong nuclear force rather than raw electromagnetism. Okay. So they emit intense beams of electromagnetic radiation. These are known as pulsars. A wise starship captain would do well to avoid them. Yep, we will avoid them, that's for sure. No problem though, like as long as you're close enough. So this is another domain era probe, so we might find something interesting here. We learned about derelict domain era survey ships location. So this is a bigger thing than the probe. It might have automated defenses protecting it, but usually has way more rewards as well. Gonna be salvaging this one. It's also unprotected, and well, you can salvage it twice. Once from the interactive menu, and then another one time from the space. The second one is usually way less efficient though. So this system has one more planet, so I'm gonna wait for the pulsar to move to it. You can hide behind planets though, to let the pulsars pass if you want to go in other direction exploring. But so you can go to your map here and turn on well, we learned about the domain era survey ship location down here. So when we go to this system, we should search for it until we actually find it, since we now know something's there. Okay, and now we can interact with this planet as well. It's a toxic world. Well, it's a really bad world since it's being irradiated by the pulsar. So this is basically just me throwing away supplies for the purpose of, I don't know, complicity, I guess, completeness. Okay, bye bye my supplies, I guess. So what's the next location? So I would like to go back to the civilization. I might visit some stars on the way. There is a slipstream, I believe we saw it. Where is that slipstream now? I don't see it anymore. Wait, what? Where did it go? Wasn't it like somewhere around here? Well, that's a bit awkward. Well, I guess we'll just go through the hyperstorm. Oh, there's one going in a totally wrong direction though. Ah, that's bad. Let's try to... Well, I guess no sense to fight it then. Let's see where it goes. Down here, okay. So what's our fuel situation? Well, we have enough fuel. I guess we could explore these systems here while we are here. I'm running out of supplies though. Well, maybe we find something interesting. What's the time anyway? Alright, good in time. Okay, so some planets here. Oh, there are stuff. There is stuff in here. Okay, let's do this one first. I might stop scanning the planets though. It's like I just don't have enough. I should probably like get some gear for surveying as well. I don't have anything for surveying, I have just for salvaging, so... Okay, that's another domain era probe. No fights again, okay. Let's continue. Let's go there, and I'm gonna exit it. I was hoping to fight some automated domain era defenses, but I guess no luck this time. Let's do another probe. Okay, there's something at the gates, so let's go there. Are we gonna do episode without fighting another probe? Okay. Oh, we found information about survey ship again. Okay, that's cool. Anywhere nearby? Oh, look at that. It's right in the next system. So let's go see the domain era survey ship then. That sounds like a fun thing to do. We still have like half fuel, so that should be okay. Not sure this was the system, but I'm gonna just dip in and out, I guess. That's what he said. Okay, oh, this is one system. Okay, sure. Let's go a little bit near here, scan it. Not sure if my scanners are good enough to see things behind the planets just yet though. I should definitely like start investing into some survey ships if you're gonna do this. Okay. But this was never intended to be a surveying mission. I just do that. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Domain era probe. Okay, I'm gonna go in. So when you get really close to the sun, you get really big supply usage. Domain era survey ship location. Okay, that's fine. So 73 per day. So we have to go out real fast. Okay, that really so takes a lot of supplies to maintain your ship readiness when entering too close to the star. But there should be like a domain ship here, right? Oh, wait, what? We missed something? Really? How is that possible? I was like right here. I should be careful though. Yeah, we are. This is a big star, so I'm like way too close to it. Not even sure if that was worth it actually. Yeah, 283, 281. Yeah, I should definitely like start thinking about going back to the civilization and resupplying. Okay, well, this place looks promising. Okay, we got another probe, another probe. Where's that domain ship, survey ship? Well, at least we get some supplies here, so that's nice. Okay, quick in and out. Okay, let's do that as well. I forgot to do it a couple of times. Okay, let's go out. Oof, these are really scary. Beta abandoned dwarf. Okay, is this the domain survey ship then? Oh, finally. Okay, well, it's been a while since we saved. Okay. Right, let's see. Your fleet approaches a domain era survey ship left from the initial domain exploration of the sector. The ancient domain era automated survey ship has been ravaged by centuries of exposure to charged particles and high velocity impacts of interstellar dust. Some systems still appear to be nominally active. Let's explore it. Okay, my fleet moves closer and we see some threats. So we have some Bastillion siege drones. Okay, so this is like I'd say destroyer kind of ship. These are like frigates. Should be too hard of a fight. I'm gonna engage them. So I'm gonna take my officers in and we should be doing fine. That's 37 supplies though to recover. So these are like really easy. These are even easier than the pirates, but they can have some quite big ships which are not as easy. But I believe these ones don't even have shields, so this should be like... Okay, that thing's just gonna explode. But now you are droneless. Like, is that really what you wanted to do, Melganor, eh? Okay. That's fine. Don't you suck up to me now. So yeah, AI uses the drones on Tempest aggressively. That's fine though if you're not against many fighters and missiles, I guess. So let's take care of these small ones first if we need to, but seems for now we are fine. So these things are pretty tanky, but they don't have shields, so eventually we're gonna take them down. But these small ones can really ruin your plans. They're all ballistics, by the way, so they're gonna go through shields like there's nobody else's business. Okay, I guess these are not as hard as I remember. Okay. Well, easy fight, some free experience for us here. Some new enemies. So I used to, like, ideally, if you want to save cash, you would just go in with one ship, with your flagship, and just do a little bit longer fight. But that way you don't get officer experience and you it takes long more time. So maybe if you want to save your personal time, you do it like that. You could also tell your second in command to do it if there's an option, I guess. So that's 46 supplies, that's pretty good. Okay, we mop up the enemies. Okay, and then, oh, this thing sends a weak hyperwave ping to something. So it's sending for help, I guess, but I don't think help is coming. Okay, that's a lot of supplies. That's really good. And we found the Biofactory Embryo. So this thing increases light industry production by 2. So these are premium. These kind of items, these are for your planets to make them more profitable, and they're really, really good. So your planets might struggle a little bit to actually cut a profit, especially when they're very young and just being still developed. But things like this one you put inside your light industry building and increases the production by 2 units, which is quite a lot. Okay, well, I'm happy for that. That thing is worth 120,000 on the open market, so we're not gonna sell it though. Okay. So yeah, you are rediscovering like this ancient domain era technology here. And this is the first piece we found for the light industry. So ideally, if we can, our first things should be like light industry. Anyhow, I want to head back now. Not sure if I'm gonna survey these systems or not. I might scan them though. Okay, let's see. Too bad I cannot see the slipstreams here on the screen. So basically you have to learn where they are. That's one of the skills of this game, to learn where those slipstreams are. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off because it's pushing us in the wrong direction. There we go. Oh, look at that. What the hell is that? What? Why is that thing so fast? I'm not gonna chase it, but hell, another thing. Huh. Hello? I don't know what that is. Okay, some more supplies, even some fuel. Well, I guess that's the reason why we are not really going low on fuel. We keep finding it in the systems we enter. Well, just another day in the life of a salvager, I guess. Okay, so there's a fleet here. So let's see what you are. You're probably a salvage fleet, right? Oh, it's a scavenger. Oh, hello there, kind sir. You are at the wrong place at the wrong time because you're a pirate. Hello there. Just die already. You're boring me. Dude, you have like a fleet of cargo and civilian transports. Do you really want to like offend me now? Well, that will be the last thing you did. Okay, people. Here we go. Melganor, go. Leva, go. Let's turn this pirate fleet into smithereens. And they're actually engaging us. They're not even flying away. Okay, so I want to keep an eye out on this situation here. This is their most dangerous ship, so... if I feel like I need to help my dudes, I'll do it. Well, I can put some pressure on it, I guess. Because everything else should be fine. Yeah, this is where I should be located. Okay, so this thing is like a missile thing, I think. Maybe not. What is that anyway? Can I see it like from here? Vigilant class standard frigate. Okay, maybe not. Well, it probably sucks because if I don't know what it is, it's probably not that good. If that's... dude. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let it fly. So yeah. I mean, this is a destroyer, so it takes some hits, but... okay, well, their ships retreated. However, let's see, what do they have? I will pursue that. And I will take command of the action. I want all of that destroyed. Okay, this one will go left. This will go right. There we go. So I want you to take a blockade line right here. Okay, now that was the hard part. Now comes the fun part where we blow all the cargo ships up. Too bad we cannot just board and raid them of their supplies, as far as I know anyway. Unless they added something new to the game. You can, however, destroy them and pick up everything from the left over debris. Okay, let's take that one down. Well, actually I should be chasing the fast ones. My ships are probably cannot be trusted with destroying all of that. Well, this one is a fast one. So let's go like that. Okay, these two are turning around. Well, maybe one of these fast shuttles actually makes it out, but we can leave that one be to deliver the message. What's happening there though? Okay, so these are the small tankers. There we go. So did you catch it? No, of course you didn't catch it, dude. Like, you had one job. Well, maybe I was unclear with my orders, but... these Hermes type shuttles are like super fast. Okay, I barely just escaped. Oop, dude. Okay, that's fine though. That's fine, we can get it later. Okay, anyone else? So Hermes retreated. Okay, let's see, anything interested here? Well, not really. These are really bumped up and really not worth the story points. We can just buy them later. Okay, that's pretty decent supply. Not amazing, but... oh, what's that? We already have that. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude, but... it's just one of those days. It's just one of the days. I know you're bloodthirsty, so... let me see, are you gonna detonate your drones on it? Who's that anyway? Oh, that's Melganor, right? I love Tempests because they're so much faster even than the Hermes, and that's really fast ship. So, oh, we can go here and see it. All right. Yep, he detonated both drones on it. I mean, I guess that's fine. They do a lot of damage, so. Okay. There we go. So where were we? Let's go there. Hopefully we don't run into something hunting us, but we have a decent sized fleet. I think most like random enemies we might find in like these outer systems shouldn't be strong enough to take us on with our cruisers and such, but you can never be sure about that. Can never be 100% sure about that fact. Okay, we hit a meteor or something, asteroid. Okay, well, I guess these fell to pirates. Oh, look at that. Wait, what? This is a super freighter. Oh, it has an erected fuel injection. That's so bad. I'm just gonna scrap it, I guess. That's a lot of supplies though. I don't mind. Okay, stable location. I'm not gonna go pick that up unless I can just... nope, I can't. Okay. Okay, then let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this system. Okay, so we are at this one. Let's go up there. Well, this one will not be a lot of fights, but at least we got some combat, which is more than I can say for my most salvaging runs. You can never know if you're gonna run into some ships or not, but it's nice to like have some action to break the monotony of deep, cold, silent space. Okay, let's see. Derelict ship, combat fighter. I mean, it has a civilian grade hull. I think we're gonna be avoiding them. Although it is a pretty decent ship at the start, if you can find anything better. It can carry like what? How many fighter bays does it have? Heavy autocannon, broadsword, heavy fighter wing. Oh, it has only one fighter bay. It's like one baby's first like venture class cruiser. Location of the debris field. Really? Why would I care about the location of a debris field though? And it's in there. That's weird. Okay, I guess. Well, let's move on to the next one. Maybe it's a very big debris field. I don't know. That's a weird thing to find out about. So the debris field is usually like the ship graveyard. Like, oh, what? Another pulsar. I should really start checking for that. Or we might end up in a situation where we burn through all of our supplies. Well, at least this one doesn't have a high range. Hostilities ended between Hegemony and Ludic Church. Well, that's only important if you're actually commissioned with one of them, otherwise you don't really care. So yeah, you can like go into wars between factions, but then basically you sign up with one of the factions and become their little how should I call it? Oh, look at that. That's a Terran world. Gonna survey this one. So this is not a bad planet to make a base at. So it has a hazard rating of 125, which is pretty okay. It's decivilized though, too bad for that. So that increases hazard rating. So it's habitable, that reduces hazard rating. It has some high gravity. That's pretty bad one actually. Mild climate, plenty for organics. So it has a lot of ore and organics, and you can also make farms. Farms are very lucrative. Problem is, this planet is like so far away. It would have very little accessibility. Accessibility affects like how good of a market share you can get. It has ruins though. Oh, we found an open pod. We found a pod. We're gonna open it, and we found an administrator. Okay, so administrator you can put in charge, and we found the Ludic Path blueprint package. Okay, so for like more common ship types, you find a whole package, and that will teach you a whole bunch of hulls for that faction. So this one will teach us like about 6 hulls belonging to the Ludic Path. Those are those fast hulls. Anyway, if we don't find anything better, this might be our first base, but I surely would like to find something closer, like here or here, maybe here or here, but it's never like possible to tell. Also something accessible that I don't have to go through a whole bunch of deep hyperspace. So so now we have an administrator on board. Where can I see it? I totally forgot. Oh, there we go. So it has industrial planning. We paid a monthly salary of 20,000. Really? Like, even while not on the planet, we should pay it only like 2k, right? So these you can find around. So there is really no advantage of me dragging around an administrator. So I'm just gonna dismiss her. Sorry. It's just not ready for colonies yet. So you will need a colony administrator though. After you can administer a couple of them yourselves actually as well. So I was really hoping that's an officer. So right, I'm not going there. We lost some more supplies, so we have to start getting back to the civilization. Gonna check this gate here as well. I think there's one more system nearby, so that's okay to check, but this one here. And I'm stupid. Oh my god. That's that one. Oh Christ, what a stupid mistake. Okay. So this is like a combined, however, there is a research station here, which was researching this pulsar. So let's go and grab it. This will be the reward for our stupidity. Abandoned research station built either to study some interesting local phenomenon. Well, it was studying this neutron star. Let's be honest here. Okay, we learned about the location of a debris field. Like, really? So let's see what's the... Oof. Okay, well, that was pretty lucky then, I guess. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff here. Okay, neural integrator. I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's like a skill which allows you to give bonuses to two ships and switch between them. That's a new thing. Okay, but you need to have a skill for it. Okay, and then you put this thing on both of the ships and you can switch between them. That's cool, I guess. Okay, okay, that is what it is. Another one. No. So what's the difference? Between neural interface and neural integrator. Okay, I'm gonna read about these things a little bit later. Here you can read it if you want. Okay, another mod spec. Okay, hardened shields. I love that one. Nav relay. Okay. Manticore class. So that's that new ship. Okay, Manticore class destroyer. Right. Gauss cannon. Burst speedy laser. Trident wing. Oh, I like tridents. So that's really good. And longbow wing. Okay, cool. Take all. But we're gonna need a planet to actually build those. But it's a nice find. Okay, I'm gonna salvage the station as well. Oh, some more things. Okay, Hurricane, Antimatter, Blaster, good. Atlas. Ooh. Okay, I guess we don't have to buy any. We can just make them myself. Oh no, that's a modified Super Fighter. Never mind, that's a pirate version. So they turned these Atlases into like this big hulking, I don't know what, capital ships. So this is a modified Super Fighter. I want a normal one. Oh, too bad. Cobra, okay. We saw those two. Okay, that's it. Some weapons, okay. Cool. Okay, I guess this was worth to investigate then. Okay then, we are down to 150 supplies, so I'm not gonna make any more stops. So we are going straight to Canaan here. It should take us what? It should take us 21 days, so I'll have just about enough supplies if nothing goes wrong. Actually, it will take us less if we avoid the deep space and keep on the engines running. However, this will be our first tricky situation. Right, well, this will both speed us up and waste some of our supplies. It is what it is. Now this thing will be in our way. That's not good. Let me try to cut across here. Ugh. I'll have to like stop repairing the ships when we run out. Well, that's gonna happen like on its own anyway, so well, we're gonna come back in a very bad state. At least we're not gonna run out of fuel, so that's something. Ugh. Can't really believe how fast we run out of supplies here. Okay, well, it's good. I'm gonna go to Gilead here. And now, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna have to pay a lot for some supplies. So my combat readiness starts rapidly dropping, so it's gonna be very, very expensive to get that back up, but... oh, really? You need to turn on your transport to engage in legitimate trade or come in undetected to trade on the black market. Like, really? But, like, what are you gonna do? Really, you have police here? Okay, that's fine. Ugh. We lost some reputation because of that. Okay. Dudes, I need supplies. Why are you doing this to me? There we go. Right, let's see how much will repairs cost. 100 supplies. Okay. Well, at the end of the day, we lost a lot of cash. Well, not really. I had 1.4 million, right? And now I have just 50k less. I had like 1,000 supplies, so that's 100,000 more. But we did gain a lot of interesting things. So it was definitely worth it to spend some money on supplies and stuff. We did buy very... No, actually, these are not so expensive. Okay, let's get a couple more. Okay, there we go. So now we can go wherever we want. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this video up here. I wonder, do we talk with Sebastian or do we get like so important? No. Okay, we did get paid for that, I guess. Okay, cool. So yeah, we spent some cash to get a whole bunch of goodies. We did some missions in the outer systems. It was pretty fun, I guess. I'm definitely not prepared yet to like survey these though. I need better surveying ships. I need like better supply efficiency. So that means way more supplies than I went out with, and well, basically bigger cargo holds to actually hold those, and well, also more income to be able to fund those kind of expeditions, and for that the planet will help. So next thing I really want to do is I want to check out these systems here which are close by, these, maybe these here, these here, these here, and start looking for a good planet to settle. So that should be a fun thing to do. So I'm probably gonna do that in the next episode. We're gonna resupply and then start scanning these systems close by to the core worlds and try to find a Terran world which we can habitate, or a very good mining colony. And yeah, well, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hopefully you liked my deep space exploration, even though I'm a bit rusty and unprepared for that. I've been itching to show you that. And we did find a domain survey ship. Sometimes you can find a mothership and then you have a fight with a very, very big ship, but that's there you can find a lot of goodies. We did find this very good biofactory embryo though. This is super rare and hard to get, so I'm happy about that. Anyhow, let's save here. And let's wrap it up. So if you're enjoying this, like and subscribe, and I'll continue making some more. Next episode, I'll try to make a colony, or well, I'm gonna try to find a good place for a colony, and then we're gonna decide if we settle it. In the meanwhile, I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do something nice. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next episode. Neomer signing out. Bye bye.